Hey brothers and sisters, and welcome to the channel. A very quick word today. I'm going to try and keep it quick. This is the word that was given to Elisha. I'm reading 2 Kings chapter 7. And Elisha replied, "Hear the word of the Lord. This is what the Lord says. About this time tomorrow, a seah of the finest flour will sell for a shekel, and 2 seahs of barley for a shekel at the gate of Samaria." The officer on whose arm the king was leaning said to the man of God, "Look, even if the Lord should open up the floodgates of heavens, could this happen? Could this happen?" Look at the close proximity of this person, not only to the king, but to the man of God. And he heard these things. He believes that indeed God can do it. But his faith is wondering, could it happen tomorrow? Are you saying that in a few hours my life can change? Are you saying me, who is living in the land of famine, who is wondering if I'm gonna survive tomorrow, that about this time tomorrow it can change? I know that God can do it. I know the floodgates of heaven can open. But are you telling me that it could happen by tomorrow? You see, this is the thing about faith. Sometimes we sit and I know people who come on the channel and they say, "Tato, I don't dream. I wish I dreamt." Or there are people who see somebody, like, it doesn't have to be like my dreaming. You can see somebody have a certain gift and you wish that you had that. You wish that this person had the gift of, they have the gift of singing. You wish you can sing. But there's something I want you to realize. Just because you are in close proximity to the word does not mean that you also don't have wavering faith. Just because you are in close proximity to the Lord does not mean your faith cannot waver. Remember Peter. Just because you are in close proximity to the blessing does not mean that you can sometimes wonder if God cannot do it. You see, this God said, even if God can open up the floodgates of heaven, meaning this guy does believe in God and he does believe that God is capable of it. But do you know how it is when you have tarried, when you have suffered, when you have gone through so much tragedies in life, when you have gone through so much afflictions in life? Do you know how hard it is to believe that just at the blink of an eye, God can change it? Do you know how hard it is when someone comes and gives you hope and you say, "Do you know how many times along this journey I have been told this word?" Do you know how hard it is when you have prayed and prayed and prayed and you get to wonder, is any of my prayers going to be the one that moves God? So that's the thing about faith. That's the thing about faith. You know, when God gives you a time, you think you are waiting for God to give you a time. You think you are waiting for God to give you the when. But then he gives you the when. He gives you the time. He gives you the season. He gives you exactly when he's going to do it. And then the human nature kicks in. And the human nature says, "God, I have waited on you for so long. I have waited on you for so long. Could it possibly be that at 1 o'clock today, you're going to change my life? Could it possibly be that when I wake up tomorrow, my seasons would have changed? Could it possibly be that about this time tomorrow, you're going to change my life? I'm in close proximity to you, God. Before I used to cry and say, "I want to hear your voice." And now I hear your voice. And now in the voice you tell me, about this time tomorrow, you're going to change my life. And now I'm saying, Could it possibly be? I know you are God. I know you can do it. But could it possibly be that after all this suffering, tomorrow is the day my life changes? Could it possibly be? And that's our God. That's our God. He says, I'm telling you these things so that you can know. You can know when it does happen that I have told you, and you will believe. That's John 14:29. He says, I have told you now before it happens, so that when it does happen, you will believe. I have told you now before it happens, so that when it does happen, you will believe. So brothers and sisters, I just want to tell you, just because you're in close proximity to God, just because you're in close proximity to the blessing, just because you're in close proximity to the heavens, doesn't mean you won't have those times when your faith wavers, because your mind is reminding you of the painful times of the past when you were disappointed. I'm just here to say to you, keep going, be obedient, so that when you do get to the promise, when it does come to pass, you can say, my God told me, and therefore I believe. My God told me before it happens, therefore I will know when he does tell me again that indeed he meant exactly what he's saying. And when he does tell me again that he will do it tomorrow, I will not waver in faith, because I know he will do it with a surety. Be blessed, brothers and sisters. Be blessed.